Good morning, little chickies. It's Wednesday, October 8th, 2022. About 8 o'clock in the morning. You guys are all 3 weeks old now. This is about when we got you 3 weeks ago. In just a couple more weeks, I'll be putting you outside. One of my commentators made a suggestion. Get some bird netting. Let them out into your yard during the day. Get them used to the grass. I am going to do that. I need them also to kind of get used to the fact that it's not warm outside. I raised the heating lamps again. I noticed that some of their feet were cold. Not really entirely sure why that is. It was kind of cold last night. Tonight it's only going to get down to about 60. So we should be fine. But they are swarming that food I just gave them. I had to open yet another bag. I think I'm going through about 2 bags a week, so 100 pounds of feed. That makes sense, I think. When they get out into the field, they'll eat a lot more. So that's something you have to budget for, is figure out how much they're going to eat. I don't remember the math, but I know that it ends up, for 100 chicks, it's going to be 2 or 3, maybe 4 bags a week. I'll have to look at how much they eat in a week, but they're going to eat a lot. These guys are little monsters. They just love to eat. Of course, they're growing little boys. Look at how big they are compared to those rustic ramblers. I sometimes worry about the rustic ramblers, but you know, these guys are pretty. They're pretty rambunctious, and they're pulling out all the stops when it comes to getting food. Like if you watch over there, they're jumping on top of the Freedom Rangers. You know, they're climbing over the food, getting to the top of it. But the layers they're going to be, I think, a little more active than the Freedom Rangers because they're not going to be so fat. But not to say that the Freedom Rangers aren't active. They were active all the way up until the end. So that's what I'm looking at. These guys, I'm going to have to do something about the feed. I need some more feed. And I don't want to put it on the ground. I worry that sometimes they're just digging in the ground and eating their own manure. That kind of bothers me if that's the case. So this little chick here, oh, it's kind of hard to see. Behind that chick there's a piece of paper. They had ripped the bag, so I keep the feed just in here with them. They'd ripped the cover off the bag, the label. These bags don't have labels, they're just brown bags, which is probably better for the chicks. But anyway, yeah, they're all eating. Check behind the walls. Looks like nobody's hiding behind the walls. Haven't had any more casualties, knock on wood. This is exciting if we get the full 100. I'm thinking, and you guys can let me know, I'm thinking of hosting a buy the chicken, harvest your own chicken on my land thing. Maybe I can teach people how to harvest chickens that have never done it before. It's not hard, it really isn't. Probably the most difficult part is getting all the guts out, but even then, that's, you know, my hands are big. I can barely fit my hands into the chickens even after they were harvested so late. But people with smaller hands should do it quite easily. There's a smell also. If you're not used to the smell, it can be off-putting. But the meat is good, and so such clean, healthy, delicious meat. And they're doing such a good thing for the land. Like this, these wood shavings here with all the chicken manure in it. This is liquid gold for pastures and gardens. And we're going to use this for our garden. We're going to mix it in with the clay soil. Get a tiller and just mix it in. And then we'll be planting, like, you know, cabbages and lettuce and things like that. Zucchini, cucumbers, pumpkins, melons. But this manure is so valuable. The other nice thing about manure, somebody was telling me this, they said if you put your nitrogen down and it doesn't rain when it's supposed to rain, there's a chance that nitrogen just doesn't ever get into the soil. You'll never see the benefit from it. It gets old or something is what he was saying. But the chicken manure, if you put it down and it doesn't rain for a year, when it rains, that chicken manure will leach into the soil and the life will explode. So the chicken manure sticks around. It's stable. And also it's natural, and the chickens love to eat bugs. They just love to eat bugs. I harvested my Freedom Rangers, and their crops were full of grasshoppers, like stuffed tight, full of grasshoppers. You know, and so grasshoppers are doing work out there in the field. They have a role to play. Bugs do things. One of the things I was reading about is bugs attack the dying plants. They don't attack healthy plants. And so if you have a bug infestation in your property, it's because your plants are not very strong. And so the bugs are helping to clear out the dead wood to make more room for the living things. And they're also a valuable source of food for plants. The manure from the bugs is valuable for the plants. So there's some plants, or the process of nitrogen, the bacteria and funguses are able to get the nitrogen out of the air, and then the tiny insects will eat that, and then their excrement, their manure, is what the plants can eat. Because plants can't directly do that. They rely on everything else around them to support their life. But also the bugs become valuable food source for other animals. And those animals do good things for the soil, like in the case of the chickens, they put down good manure. So, yeah, it's all part of a cycle. Everything has a role to play. These guys are so cute. I just love reaching down and grabbing them. Come here, little buddy. Ooh, come here. Say hello to the camera here. Calm down, calm down. He wants to get on my shoulder. Calm down, it's okay. Come on, I'll get you on my feet. It's okay. See how the chickens go quiet? There, that's a Freedom Ranger chicken up close. There we go, that's better. You want to look at the camera? No? Yeah, they're about the size of my fist now. His feet were a little cold. He's doing okay, but I wish they were warmer. All right, guys, signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.